Hey everyone, and welcome. I am so glad you're here for English for Technology. This is it, Week 1, your very first adventure. It's going to be awesome. So, are you ready? Let's jump right in.
Okay, so this week is all about getting your first English tools. We're going to start with the super important basics, kind of like the building blocks you need to make your very first sentences. Think of it like this. It's like learning the first few commands in a new coding language. Once you know those, you can start building all sorts of cool stuff.
All right, here's your mission for this week. It's a big one. You're going to learn how to talk about people, things, feelings, and places. And you know what the best part is? You don't need to know any fancy English to start. None at all. We're going to do this all together, just one little step at a time.
All right, let's get you your first tool. Or should we call it your first superpower? This one is all about naming your world, being able to say what things are. We'll start super simple, and then you'll see how you can use this for all the cool tech stuff.
Okay, check this out. It looks like a simple rule, but trust me, it's super powerful. Here's the deal. If you're talking about just one thing, you use the word is. But if you're talking about lots of things, more than one, you use are. That's it. Simple, right? Let's actually see how it works. Okay, let's build a sentence together. It's kind of like using building blocks, piece by piece. So, here's our first piece. A robot.
And now we need the next piece, the word that connects everything. So, since we're just talking about one robot, which word do we use? Did you guess it? Yep, it's is. So now we have a robot is.
And for the last piece, a machine. A robot is a machine. And boom, you just made a perfect English sentence. See how easy that pattern is? You can use this for anything, like Python is a language, or an app is a program. See? You're already starting to sound like a pro. And don't worry, we're not just going to be looking at rules. We're going to practice this with all sorts of fun stuff, like flashcards and games. Seriously, you'll be learning and you won't even notice it's happening.
Okay, tool number 1 is in the bag. You know how to talk about things, so what's next? Let's talk about people. Your next tool is all about talking about you, your friends, your whole team. Let's check it out.
Think of these little words like name tags. For you, you'd say, I am a student. If you're talking about your team, you say, we are a team. And for that robot we were talking about, it is a robot. It's pretty cool how each one has its own special word. Okay, want to know a secret to sounding supernatural when you speak English? It's all about these things called contractions. They're basically just friendly short forms, little shortcuts to make talking way faster and easier. So instead of saying I am, you just say I'm. Instead of you are, it's your. See? You just squish the words together. It is becomes it's. It's a small change, but it makes a huge difference. Go on, try saying them. Okay, so we know how to say something is true, but what if it's not? What if you want to say no? Well, don't worry, it's just as easy. Let's figure out how to say not. It's actually super simple. You can take a sentence like, it is an app, and to say no, you just add not. Or even better, you can use that shortcut again. You just squish is and not together to make isn't. So, it is an app becomes it isn't an app. Easy, right? You are doing an awesome job. Okay, time for tool number 3. This one is all about adding some flavor, some color to your sentences. We're going to learn about describing words. Words that tell us about feelings or what things are like. So we'll learn words to talk about how you feel, like happy or tired, or maybe excited about a new project. And we'll learn words to talk about tech stuff too, like if your robot is fast or slow, or if an app is new. These words make your sentences way more interesting. And yeah, you guessed it, we're going to learn these in a super fun way. We'll use things like little comics, and you'll even get to do some drawing yourself. It's way easier to remember a word when you can see it and draw it. Okay, you are crushing it. Seriously, you can say what things are, who people are, and even describe them. There's just one more big piece of the puzzle for this week, and that is, where are all these things? Let's grab our fourth and final tool to find out.
So, the big question is, where is it? To answer that, we need a set of special little location words. These words are like a map. They tell you exactly where something is.
And here are some of the most important ones. Words like in, on, under. They might be small words, but wow, are they useful. Like your phone is on the table, or your pencil is in your bag. See, you use them all the time.
And the pattern is just as easy as before. You take the thing, say is, and then add the location word. Just like this. The tablet is on the desk. That's it. Now you can tell people where anything is. Anything in your room, your house, anywhere.
And that's it. Just like that, you've collected all 4 of your new English superpowers for the week. That's amazing. Let's do a quick recap of all the awesome new things you'll be able to do.
So, by the end of this week, check this out. You'll be able to say what things are, like a robot is a machine. You can talk about your team. We are a team. You can describe stuff. I'm happy or it's fast. And you can find where things are. It's on the desk. This is a huge, huge step. You're building an awesome foundation for everything we're going to do next.
So, your first mission is clear, and your new toolkit is packed and ready to go. This is just the beginning of our adventure, and honestly, I am so excited to see all the amazing things you're going to do. I can't wait to get started on this journey with you. So, let's do this.